What's up, buddy? What's up, people? What's up, Keith? What's happening?
Hey,
Hey, doing, buddy?
all right. I was just
Chilling.
hanging out with Seymour. He should be hopping in here in a second.
Seymour.
Yeah, he was live. Yeah, just hanging out with him there.
Okay. What's up, Seymour?
How you doing, man?
Doing good.
Right on.
Yeah, what happened to Frank?
A little bit from Seymour. His place caught fire.
Yes.
Did you lose the place? Was it all gone?
I don't
Or
think
was
he
it
lost it all.
okay? That's good.
I think he saved it, most of it, by his God knows.
Hmm.
Yeah. They're both all right. I'm glad you love gray hair. Is that an otter pop? Yum. These are very good.
The orange ones are good.
Yeah, yeah. Green ones are good too.
The lime, I was about to say. Who is that? Somebody we know? The Blue Clips 2?
Nope. Nobody I know. You know?
No.
It's a troll.
Yeah, they got the word clips. I'm
Yep.
thinking they
Yep.
do clips. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's your night brings you tonight?
What's
What are you
that?
doing, what are you doing tonight?
Not much. I wasn't really didn't really smoke all day till now with more.
Smoke
I was
time.
just planning on smoking some more. I've been watching a lot of these short films. They're like usually only between
I was
like
doing
10
what?
minutes to half
Yeah,
an hour.
yeah, that's what I was doing watching George.
Yeah.
So somebody popped up there.
Well, these are like movies. They're like 10 minutes to 30 minutes. And there's sci-fi short films. Pretty
Oh,
cool.
gotcha.
And my son's over here working on his truck, um, doing body work and stuff. So we might use some tools that I might have to mute myself.
That's all right.
Yeah. He was doing body work on his motorcycle. I think now he's doing body work on his truck.
Oh,
I don't know how he knows this stuff. Then again, he did do like body work on airplanes, like restoring World War II or like historical planes and stuff.
once you're married, you can do anything.
Yeah. Hey, Mateo, what are you going to be doing in New York? What type of work? Automotive? Right on. Heck yes. He gets to do what he likes.
That's right.
I got into computers in high school because I wanted a job with computers.
Yep.
But I was never really into it like I loved it or anything like that. It was just to make money. It was just a job type thing, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Not a hobby.
Not so much.
Yeah.
Kind of like roofing. I don't know if anybody loves roofing. They might like it for work, make money. I don't know if
Seymour. Oops, sorry, Seymour.
they might like it.
Sorry about that.
Cheers, everybody.
Make money. Cheers.
Cheers. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Hell yeah.
I shut my live down. Frank come through. Said he was going to come up, but his battery was dead.
Oh shit.
Trying to give him a platform, you know.
Yeah.
Hell, Papa, you never know. This might put him back in Kentucky.
You never know.
I mean, he's homeless and free right now.
Where's this girl?
I haven't heard anything about Mary Jane. That's the problem. I don't know what's going on with Mary Jane. I wish Frank would get up and on panel and we could talk so we could figure out what he's doing, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
fishing, Papa. He's you know, it's springtime. He's fishing. He does it every year.
Yeah, I
He
know.
loves going fishing. But you know, Keith, you're right.
Wait, what? About what?
If his insurance was up to date, he'd got a new home coming.
Yeah.
Right. We had insurance on our trailer. It was weird. It was more like vehicle insurance, something more like motorcycle insurance. Not it wasn't home insurance because it had wheels. So it was different.
I've got homeowners on this.
Oh, okay.
I only gave 13 for it, but it's valued at 28.
Nice.
I mean, that's what they got me paying taxes on. It's 28.
Right. What's the lot fee over there?
It finally hit 500.
Yeah.
I'm at 501.
It doesn't sound too bad. Living in Illinois in the middle of cornfields. This was 2003, and our lot fee was $300. I thought was reasonable back then. Like, that's my new mortgage, 300. That's it.
6
Not
years,
mortgage, but payment.
2020, I was only given $350 a month for lot rent. It's up to 500
Oh wow.
in 6 years.
hmm
But it's like I told the kids, I says, listen, I'm gonna stay here until a couple more years. It'll be in bad shape. It'll be ready to catch fire.
I think the lot they had gas to the lot, and I believe gas was included with the lot fee. So we had a gas dryer and a gas heater.
It's like most places, gas and electric are on the same bill.
Yeah. We also had a fireplace. It was like a 1970 something or another. Had a brick fireplace inside, and we would turn that on during the winter because it had a blower that would, I guess, blow that warm air throughout the whole place. And it was built into the vents. Pretty cool. That was fun. Falling asleep in front of the fire.
Hell yeah.
I've seen many manufactured homes with fireplaces, but I never seen like a smaller trailer with a fireplace until then. It was like an hour and a half south of Chicago, maybe 2 hours, hour and a half to 2 hours, in a town of 3,000 people. It was like 2,000 people, but we were away from the town, and there was only 300 of us living there. Literally surrounded by corn on all sides. That was interesting. Sucked though, like having to go shopping. I think the nearest Walmart was like an hour away. Nothing around. A gas station, one gas. But it sure was quiet. That's the one thing I like about it. Yeah, everything was such a long drive. I used to fix computers. People would call me from the county where, and I forget the name of the county, but man, sometimes I drive so far just to fix a computer, make a few bucks.
Right?
where you're at, Seymour, is it pretty much flat like most of Illinois?
Yeah, there's gorges.
Yeah.
It's pretty much flat, but then you got your gorges,
Hmm.
your valleys.
Yeah, it's wild driving through Illinois all the way from way up north down to like St. Louis. Not all the way down. I never went straight down past Springfield or whatever. But it's super flat, nothing but corn and soybeans.
I'm cleaning some bud up so I can smoke a joint. I got a bunch of Shaw here that I was working on the other day. So
A
I'm
bunch of what?
just garbage weed that I'm cleaning up. I mean, it's stuff I clean buds up out of a bunch of mixes that I throw together.
Hmm.
And I'm out of weed because I seen the kids today. So what I'm saying is I'm sitting here going through this pile of leaves, pulling out buds that are
Right, right.
small buds, that are still in the
Yeah,
leaf pile, just to get me a joint to smoke. Okay.
right. I do a lot of weed. I didn't mean to. It would get out of hand. All of a sudden, I've got instead of 12 plants, I've got 80 plants.
Yeah, that's normal.
Kind of like a perpetual harvest type thing going. I always had at least a pound of bud on me. So for a few years there, I didn't go to the dispensary at all.
Like that's what my world's like. I mean, I don't go to the dispensary.
Yeah,
I mean, I do go to them to get papers, or I go to the gas station. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't go to them except to
yeah.
see what they're. I'll go in to see whatever. Somebody else will go in to get a piece of glass or something, and I'll be with them. So I'll walk in. Because I'm driving Miss Daisy or an Uber.
Hmm. Love grinder.
Cheers, Grinder. I mean, like today I walked into One Stop, convenient. He had the jars sitting right there, man. And it was good looking weed. I'm not saying anything. It was just good looking weed. It ain't the best, but it is the best because,
Mhm.
you can't handle the truth. And I'm dealing with a grandson. He doesn't want to join. They did that draft, and he doesn't want to join. He wants to join the military, but he doesn't want to join the military to die. He's only 17, okay? And I had my conversation with him today, but it's tough. It's tough on these kids. Even I mean, they're trying to put as far as I know, they put the draft back in from what I'm under the understanding of, and these younger men and women
No,
have
they did. They're turning it into an auto draft.
an
So when
auto
before we
draft.
turn, yeah, back before this, when you turn 18, you have to fill out this form. It shows up in the mail. They mail it out to you, and it's like this draft card, and you got to register, send it back. You're good. Now they're skipping that part. Everybody's automatically enrolled when they turn 18.
automatically.
dude.
That's what I thought. That's where I
Yeah.
was at today with him, that he's automatically, enrolled. Well,
Mhm.
and he's talking. Him and his girlfriend are talking going to Colorado. They want to go to Colorado because we've got family out there, and he's gonna do what he's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I told him since he's, got the problems he's got that he's going through, he needs to just join the military because that's where he's going to end up anyhow. You know.
Now, when you join the military, they have you take some tests, right?
Correct.
To see what you'd be good at.
Yep.
You know how it works.
Yep.
So he can't be like, oh, I want to do something that doesn't require me fighting or getting bombed or whatever. Like he can't say, oh, I want to work with computers in the offices in the Pentagon. You
Right.
can't say that, right? Fuck.
You have to earn them spots.
Uh-huh. Cheers, Hardy.
Cheers, Harley.
They give you an option, like after you take your test, they're like, oh, you could go do this or that. Or is it like you're either doing this or nothing?
I signed up to be a 19 Delta 10, which is an infantry scout, and I went in as a scout. And then after I got in and finished that, I went to the next MOS, and I just kept growing
Mhm.
in different tasks and jobs.
Mhm. This bowl is smoking itself. I try not to let the bowl roast it. I take just enough hit so that after one hit it goes out.
Yeah, I had to deal with Verizon today, my phone server.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody was trying to buy a phone on my Verizon account. Yeah, they had ordered one on my account, and Verizon called me because of my security system that I have with Verizon, because I have multiple phones. And they called me asking me if I knew this person, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going, no, no, no. So it took about, I'd say, an hour to get through everything with them on that fraud charge on it. Because they were
Did
working.
they tell you?
I got to go to my Gmail. I got to get in my Gmail and see what's going on. Because they were going to send me the report, and I haven't looked because I've been gone. And then I got home and I laid down and I started the show, and now I'm over here. I'm waking back up from that time with the kids and the pizza and family gathering.
Did they tell you where the phone was going to be delivered to? Was like to another country or some shit?
No, Mena, Arkansas.
Okay. Good.
I didn't know the name, but I've got an ex there that had a phone for a while, but she don't have that phone anymore.
Mhm.
And they have, they've got my name, they got my information, you know what I'm saying? And I believe that's what it was, but I'm not for sure. I haven't looked at the paperwork. I ain't called
Yeah.
nobody. I did get a phone call tonight that I missed now that I'm looking at my phone a couple hours ago from somebody from somewhere. It could have been them calling me, telling me it was them, but it doesn't matter. They don't have authorization to do anything with my account.
Mhm.
Listen, I provide my ex with a phone so that the kids can get a hold of her. Okay. At
That's
all times.
awesome.
Because
Mhm.
she is not responsible enough to take care of the bill even for one phone. But because of the kids' sake, because I got one kid there, so that kid, she's responsible. She's got a phone. Here, cheers, TJ. But so that the kid
Cheers.
can get a hold of mom no matter what, I make sure mom had a phone.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Well, you're looking better. You're sounding better. What'd they find out at the hospital?
Would I just lose my volume or something?
No, can you hear us? Testing. TJ, you can't hear a fucking thing I'm saying, can you? Man, you sons of bitch. You can't hear me?
How come I can't hear nothing?
Yeah, he's ganking, Keith. You better hold two fingers up and sign language him.
What happened?
He had no sound.
Oh,
Listen, all I can tell you is Frank's house burnt to the ground. Now, Keith said maybe it was his lights. But I'm saying, nah, he had a fire problem a year ago. He had an electrical problem under that trailer. I think it was that problem from a year ago. Can you hear me now, TJ?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Okay, you're talking, but your lips ain't moving.
Yeah, I know, because I was turning up my volume booster. So what
you're
happened
all
to
good
Frank,
now.
bro? What happened to Frank?
Place caught on fire. Don't know the specifics. All I know is that he showed up at the show saying that he was fishing and he went home, and next thing you know, he woke up to a fire.
Yeah, I knew that, but I heard that this morning, but I didn't know if
Yeah,
he
that's what
lost the whole trailer or was he able to get it out or
I don't know. He was over at Judas's talking for a minute, and I only caught part of it, and I didn't rewind. But as far as I'm under the understanding, it's condemned, but things are moving forward to where he's going to be able to fix it, or I don't know what's going on.
okay.
Because Keith made a comment tonight about, well, if his insurance is paid up, he should be able to
No,
get a new trailer.
no, dude. 2 or 3 months ago, he decided he couldn't afford insurance, so he canceled his insurance on it.
Oh, he did.
That's what he told me 2 or 3 months ago when we was talking. It came up in a conversation of how high it was, and he said, "Yeah, man, I had to cancel mine because I couldn't afford it."
Oh, man.
That's what he told me.
I hate to hear that.
Well,
Yeah, because
what happened to what happened to you, TJ? I heard you weren't feeling well. You had an emergency.
yeah, it was a heck of an ordeal, man. I ended up getting botulism. Isn't that something?
How'd you get botulism?
Can you believe Dean's French onion dip? Brand new from the store. Then when it happened to me, my wife said, "Wait a minute, let's go through everything." That she goes, she just went to the store day for yesterday.
Yeah.
So we went through it, and there was brand new milk was rotten, brand new orange juice was rotten, dipped potato chips was rotten. So I said, "Well," I said, "everything you bought brand new, you need to get it out of the ice box and check everything, you know." But I didn't think that was what was wrong with me, bro. I thought something like super fucking serious because
Well, the
what happened
bloody
was,
nose.
well, I woke up and um, I can tell you in a minute why that happened. But I woke up and I went to the restroom. I was taking a leak, and all of a sudden I just started bleeding out my nose. And dude, I don't get nosebleeds. So I was like, wow, that's weird. Well, I turned around to leave the bathroom. I looked in the mirror and I'm beet red, dude. Well, I'm like, okay, my blood pressure, uh-oh. So I come in, took my blood pressure. It was like damn near 180. And I was like, then I realized, wow, why am I so sick to my stomach? Dude, I've had COVID twice. I have never been this sick in my entire life. In 60 years, never. It was a different kind of sickness. I mean, I'm talking like kick your fucking ass sickness. So I come in, I sit down, I go live, and next thing I know, I realize I can't even fucking talk, dude. Then I got so dizzy, I thought I was gonna pass out. So I got off the air and I went and woke my wife up and I said, "Hey man, I think we might be going to the hospital." I said, "Get up. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me." Make a long story short, ended up being food poisoning. I have a lot of respect for people that's had it now because I haven't and I didn't know it was that fucking bad. But dude, I feel like I was fucked in the ass by King Kong on Viagra.
You had the shits that bad, did you?
Oh, dude, let me tell you, not only that, but it was the stomach cramps and the sickness. It's beyond what you can imagine, bro. I mean, like, here's how I explain it. If you've ever had your appendix go out and it folded you in half, that is what severe food poisoning will do to you.
Oh yeah.
So I was able to eat a little bit of supper about an hour and a half ago. Uh, oh man, dude.
Are you sure a month ago when you had these same symptoms, you didn't have botulism then?
Well, here's what's weird. You just asked something my wife and my kids brought up. Last month, when this happened, I bought the same dip from the same store.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
If it's
So,
bad now, it was bad then.
yeah, so
Because you were
once
under
we,
the same symptoms this morning. What I'm
mm,
seeing this morning was the same that you had a month ago. Bloody nose,
yeah,
rash,
what?
red,
Well, that's it.
sick.
Yeah, it was just that. That's because I had extremely high blood pressure. But dude, it wasn't that got to me. It was the gut ache. I'm not talking about, you know how when you got the flu and your stomach is just sick feeling? You're just like, well, that was there. But I'm talking about the pain. It would fold you over, dude. I mean, like, I've never had that happen in my life. I've heard people get it, but I didn't know that it's that severe. I mean, like, you can be hospitalized for days, days and days. They told me up to 3, but I guess I didn't need quite enough to stick with me long. So after I pretty much was knocked out and slept for 8 hours, after I'd already slept 9 hours, yeah, I slept like 16, 17 hours today. I
Right.
got up and I went outside and cut the grass. No shit. So,
You know, I only had that problem one time in my lifetime. And you know what I caught it off of?
mm,
A fresh, hot taco.
oh man. Yeah, it tore me up, dude. Holy fuck me running. I'll never eat French onion dip for the rest of my life. Mm-mm. I might just quit eating. I got PTSDs.
I'm going to tell you is this. I've changed my eating habits because I thought some of the food I was getting from the store was making me
Mhm.
sick. So I says
Yep.
I'm not buying that no more because I didn't like how it made me feel. And I didn't go to the doctor, but I didn't eat enough to get sick like you did. But I changed what I was eating, okay, because the food, it doesn't matter if it's still got a good date on it. If it goes through Arizona on a hot day and the air and the cooler ain't working on that semi, it's getting cooked. Botulism
Yep.
setting in.
Mm-hmm.
A whole load of salad dressing. And that's what we're dealing with. And it's showing up because there are people having trouble out there in the shipping departments keeping the product safe.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the biggest ones in my area after I went through this, I found out was orange juice. And we had, like I said, 1 or 2 gallons of that had to be thrown out too. And when I asked them why, they said, "Oh, check this out. Do you know they use bleach to sterilize the milk jugs for orange juice?"
Okay.
So then what happens is if they don't get 100% of the bleach out, it mixes with the orange juice and spoils it. And when you open the orange juice, it smells like bleach, bro.
Yep. I've had that happen.
Yep. And that's
Smell like
from
bleach.
them. Yeah, that's from them washing it with bleach. I didn't even know this shit till today. I learned
I
a
quit
lot today.
I quit drinking orange juice. I heard that many years ago, and I quit drinking
Mhm.
orange juice a long time ago because there was times I'd get orange juice and it'd be spoiled, stinking.
Yep.
And I
Yep.
just there's just certain things I quit doing because of the product I felt was bad.
Yep.
But to do anything against these people, it's an impossible task because the paperwork, the rigmarole to get the complaint in is ungodly. They don't make it easy.
Well, I called him and I was extremely nice while I was sick, told him where I was. And he goes, "Do you know how many calls I've had today?" And I said, "You're kidding, right?" He goes, "No." He goes, "You're not the first call." And I said, "Well, I'm not going to do anything legally." I said, "Dude, don't. I just was trying to call you to let you know." Make a long story short, they pulled everything off the shelf. Everything. If it had that company's name, it was
Right.
recalled.
Yep.
Yep. He said he had too many calls. He couldn't risk it. So,
There's too many products out there that need a recall because it's tested bad or that something's wrong, but it doesn't get recalled until like this, where
bro,
people.
I couldn't even talk this morning.
Well, I know it. You were live with us this morning. I
Yeah.
believe we were right here, and you could
Yeah.
not say a word.
No,
You,
I was folded over. I don't even
yeah.
remember really a lot of even being out here.
All Sunshine and I could say was, "You need to go to the hospital,"
Yep.
and tell you, "Hey,
Damn.
we're seeing the same symptoms as last month."
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. I feel pretty damn good now.
Oh,
Say 1 to 10. If 10's a perfect score, I'm about a 9.8. Yep. I was in a fog this morning. I was so fucking bad, dude. I ain't never had that happen. I don't know if you guys have ever had it, but Seymour once he
Hearsay
said,
40.
but dude, I ain't never
oh,
had that.
No, I've had it so bad, dude. I was on the floor, bent over, like you're saying, holding my stomach, like crying, dude. It wouldn't
Yep.
stop.
Yep. Yeah. I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
I had food poisoning when I was like 4 or 5. I remember it like it was yesterday. I
I've
remember the
had a
whole thing.
I've had a garden my whole life until now. When I lost the property in 2020, that was the last garden I had. But I growed everything. I ate from the garden. My vegetables always came from the garden. My meat came from my chickens in the yard. My beef came from the calves that I raised. You know, I never raised any pork. I had billy goats. I ate goat meat.
I raised rugrats, four rugrats.
Yeah, but I wasn't the only one eating off this stuff, Keith. My Rugrats was eating off of it too.
Mhm.
I
What's
mean,
going on, 840?
I've always fed my Rugrats off my garden.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I remember I heard like an echo of 840 going, TJ, you all right? TJ, are you all right? And I thought I was in a tunnel.
Yeah, he was here. He was
I
with
was
us.
all got so fucked up and out of it, I didn't even know. Finally, my wife jumped in. But yeah, feeling good now, though, man. I feel good. Now I'm gonna need. Well, I don't know why I need sleep. I slept fucking 16 hours.
Oh, sweet. You're gonna be up with me all night. Nice. Party.
Yeah, appreciate it, 840. Fucking food poisoning. Still can't believe I got that, dude. I've never had that.
Dude. Oh my God. There was one time, uh, I didn't go out to eat with the family, but my brother and his 5 kids and his wife and my kids and my wife, they all went out to eat and fucking they get back and I go to I after work I go to the house to meet them all, and one after another they start yakking. So like first one of my nephews fucking yaks, then you hear another one upstairs fucking throwing up. All of a sudden,
Mhm.
everybody, how many? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people, and I'm the only one who's not sick because I didn't eat the same shit. Dude, it was
Mhm.
crazy. I thought we were gonna fucking die or some shit. Like there's some
Yeah,
virus going around, you know. It was
yeah.
apocalyptic feeling. That was nuts.
Blanco
And
put,
then,
I guess Frank wasn't lying when he said he grows fire.
oh, that's
Fucked
fucking,
up, man.
it's fucked up, but that's
It's
smart.
funny, but it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Man, Frank really grows fire though, TJ.
I
That might
guess.
become a thing. People start saying mess around with him.
Well, I'm curious because, dude, I had a fire once when I was about 14, and we lost everything due to smoke damage. I
Oh,
mean,
okay. Even though it didn't burn, it was
yes,
still damaged from the smoke. Yeah.
it's you could wash your clothes 100 times in bleach, and when you dried it, it would smell like burnt wood. So it was a total loss in our house. I mean, fucking everything was destroyed by water, smoke, or fire. But I was just wondering, nobody knows yet, but how bad was it? Was it contained? Was it just the back? You know what I mean?
I was just thinking, I've started a few fires in my house accidentally. Never got bigger than basically a wastebasket. You dump an ashtray, and all of a sudden it's like burning. There's a little fire in the wastebasket. That's happened to me a
Mhm.
couple times. Something to that effect. Nothing ever serious.
Yep. Which
I-
is why I do
Oh,
this
hey,
right
Chip.
here, bro. You see that?
Yeah, that's your ashtray.
That is what I dump my ashtray into.
Oh,
That
interesting.
way it is smothered. And
Mm-hmm.
then at the end of the day, that goes in the trash. Because I have
Good
done the
idea.
same fucking thing you have done.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting
Yep.
there, hey,
You
why
get
is there
peppered at
smoke?
least twice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just wonder how bad it was, man, you know? Because one thing is once a trailer catches on fire, it goes up like paper.
Mm.
Yep.
Well, Frank is out of battery right now. I'm guessing he's on his way home right now. Maybe not. Maybe he doesn't have a home to go to. Maybe he's with his parents.
Oh, I'm sure he's probably, I think, Jess's mom, Patty, told me this morning when she talked to him, his family was on their way over to move him out. So he could go to his grandma's right down the street or his mom.
Yeah,
His grandma and his mom are real sweet, really good
yeah.
people, and they love him. So,
Hmm.
you know, so he'll have a place to go. It's just, you know, can he fix it? Was the fire too extensive or, you
Well,
know,
I believe he would be in his trailer, but they got a condemned sticker on it because of the fire. I believe he said this morning it's going to be an easy fix. He'll be back in it.
oh, it must not have been bad then.
It was under the backside. The backside. Now, remember last year, a year ago, he had an electrical short underneath the backside.
Well,
That's where the
you got to
fire.
remember, he's using a temp pole. Trailer parks use temp poles that stand up out of the ground. The backside of the trailer is a piece of wire that's about 2 inches round. It is so expensive you wouldn't believe it, and it plugs into the pole, goes under the back of the trailer, up through the wall to a fuse box. Other than that, I can't think of one wire that'd be underneath the back of a trailer. I work on them every once in a while. That would be
Yeah,
your
I know.
temp
I
pole
got
main
him.
line.
And I thought it was his main line that he was having problems with.
Hmm. Well, the only way you can, it's a one piece and it's hardwired on one end to your fuse box. The other end has a huge 200 amp plug that plugs into your temp box. So if that went out, he cheated and put smaller line on it than you're supposed to, and he melted it. Yep. There's nothing else in the back that I don't see anything else back there that could do that. You know, the water heaters are on the side of them.
Well, now Keith did bring up a situation. It could be them new lights that he plugged in, drawing more amperage, and then having a problem with them lights because we do not know what the fire actually was and where it was.
Yeah, but you got to remember a temp pole is 200 amp service. And that wire, dude, it is 2.25 inches round. It'll hold like, I think it's rated at like 300 or 400 amps,
That's a 440 cord. That's what
you
the
know.
finale used. That's what this uses. It's a 440 cord.
The
Standard.
only way you can, yeah, the only way you can do that is if you cheat. Now, the one on my daughter's, when I bought her that one cord was 14 foot long, cost me almost $700 for the proper one. Now, they offered two other sizes that wasn't the proper one. And those you can overdraw them and get them so hot they'll melt. So, if he had the right one, I don't see it happen. If he had the cheaper one, you can fry them. The bad thing is, if he had the cheap one, all he had to do is tell me. I got access to those for free. And those are $600-700 a cord. Couldn't have been bad though if he's talking like that. Well, I don't know how they can just condemn it like that though. That's kind of weird.
It's
Seymour, you said he went.
I don't know what went on. All I know is he said he would be in it. I took it his words as I would be in it if they wouldn't have slapped a condemned sticker on it. He wouldn't be homeless. I believe the words were, I wouldn't be homeless if they wouldn't have slapped a condemned sticker on it.
Oh, I know what they did. They put one of them stickers on it where you are allowed to fix it, but before you reoccupy it, it has to be inspected.
Yes, they took the meter out of it.
Mm-hmm.
They took the meter out of it. So, as far as I'm under the understanding, you know, if I was Frank, I'd be staying in that motherfucker, even without power. That's my home. That's where I live.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it didn't burn that bad. I don't believe it burnt that bad because it was under the trailer in the back, from what I seen.
Mm-hmm.
It was a
Seymour,
wire.
didn't you say he was fishing tonight?
He's fishing. He was on screen fishing. Yeah, he was out fishing tonight. It's fishing season right now. I believe it's trout or whatever, or salmon or something. I mean, right now is the time on his river, and he's fishing it. Now, last night he said he came on earlier saying he was over at Judas's, and he was saying how he feels God talked to him, you know, in his own simple way, because he was out fishing and he got sick and he went home and he laid down and then boom, he woke up to his fire. And if he wouldn't have been there, he wouldn't have been able to save his home.
Well, good. Maybe this was a good lesson because he don't believe in God.
I understand.
Until tonight. So good. I'm happy this happened.
And he's saying he believes in the higher power now. So
good.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So
good.
It's a big flip here.
Beautiful.
Good big flip.
Good. That made my day.
Yep. That made my day hearing him say that. Because I've known Frank for 6 years and he's been the biggest atheist motherfucker I ever knew.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Good. That's great news. Works in mysterious ways, don't he?
Yes, he does. I told him it was going to happen.
Mm-hmm. That's great news.
I told him that higher power was going to get his attention, and my God, it did. And he called it the higher power. Now I'm just saying.
Hey, that's fine. I'll take that.
Yeah, I'm taking it all day long because that's how I am. I don't care what you want to call your religion. You either believe in the higher power or you ain't on my level.
Yep. Well, I've said this before, man. It's weird. You know, you can ask a person, you believe in a poltergeist? Yes. How about a ghost? Yes. How about a demon? Yes. Witchcraft? Yes. The devil? Yes. God? No. What?
Oh, you've had the same experiences, have you?
Oh,
I've
yeah.
had the same ones.
You're like, you can believe in all that, which is what?
Yeah. That always tripped me out too, man.
Yeah.
The best
Like,
one
okay.
is, I sold my soul to the devil. And I'm going, oh, really? Well, come here. I want to look in your eye, and I'll put my eye right to their eye, looking at their soul. And I'm going, nah, you didn't sell it. He bullshitted you.
Yep. Some people are just lost.
Yep.
Yep. Father Malachi Martin said it the best when he said, in life, you will meet one group of people that I call perfectly possessed. They are a non-believer that is perfectly happy not believing and living that life.
It's
Perfectly
kind of
happy.
like it's similar to what they call some people these days NPCs.
Hmm.
They're like playing the game of life without thinking outside of the game of life. They're within this world only, and they operate within this world, and they're like an automaton. I don't know if you guys know what an automaton is, but it's kind of like a robot, you could say,
Yep.
like a robot.
Yep.
And there's many people like that. Remember, I was telling you about IQ. The majority of
Hmm.
people around us have low IQs. Not to like, be mean or anything like that, or to say we're better or I'm better. But that's just you look up the numbers. That's what it is. Not everybody is smart.
Yep.
No, 840's down to an 81. I mean, that's pretty low.
Hmm. Damn. Oh, that's not right. But funny. Yeah.
So I would be, yeah.
I,
I was
I,
gonna
I
say,
only said that because Keith
yeah,
didn't have the balls to say it. And me, I said it maybe draw 840 up on panel so you'd smoke one.
yeah.
Cheers, Big Mo.
No, the thing is, 840 literally said about himself, "I'm 81." Because we said 80 was retarded or something like that, right? So he's like, I'm
Correct.
81.
It was a
I'm
I,
joke
gone
we
above
were doing.
retarded.
I
We
thought
were
we
doing a
said
Yeah.
joke.
80, 82 was anything below 82 was retarded.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's fucked up.
I thought
Not
82 was
right.
cut off to retarded.
Why is the R word, as they call that word I just said, you're supposed to say R word? Since when is it an R word, like an N word? Like, why can't we say retarded? What the fuck is going
Mhm.
on? Like, I feel like I'm on a different fucking
Yep.
episode of.
We must be politically correct now, Keith.
But retarded was such a useful word. It could mean many
I
different
know.
things.
But that's
Midgets. You can't
not.
even say midgets now, bro. It's
What the
supposed to be,
fuck?
it's little people.
Listen, you can't get racist like this, Keith.
Hmm.
You have to settle it down and curb some of these words that are offensive. You want to make it positive, not negative.
Yeah, society's a bunch of sissy ass bitches. That's what it is.
I don't get it, man. Like I would call a lot of things the R word. Like this new thing with the R word, I would be like, that's R word. I'm gonna change this around. It's not gonna be refarted. Refarted.
Yeah, that's
Keith,
funny.
now listen, I got accused of things when I told the story about the time I went up the river and I hit all these digger heads, okay? And I kept hitting all these digger heads, and next thing you know, it cost me all kinds of money because I had to digger real deep in my pocket to fix it. Okay.
Right, right.
And I
Because
got
you were
called
a little
racist for that word, them words.
yeah, you weren't racist, you were just a little refarted.
You know what I'm talking about. Some
Yeah,
people just don't get my Therese.
yeah.
Oh, fuck. You guys are nuts.
Let me practice a little
Retarded. Refarted.
bit.
Damn.
Don't be a
Man,
refart.
that's a reuse of some good gas, huh?
Hmm. Yeah, it's weird to me because some of these words, like they were never really offensive. Like there's
Hey,
so many other fucking words. Why
want-
single out these certain ones? Anyways, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say I hope he got his plants out.
I don't know if any. No. There was conversation about everything. He's the biggest plant killer on earth today. He killed what was it, 80 something?
Oh my God.
That'd be nuts. All those
Oh,
different fucking mutations and shit gone. Holy fuck.
yeah.
He lost his freak show. He's lost everything, bro. He has nothing.
Guess
Hey,
I'm not getting my
Here's the question.
seeds.
Was it the light that caused the fire? Because he lost everything. Was the fire that hot off them lights?
hey, I got a good one. When you see him, say, hey, man, you know the original duck foot you gave Chick TJ, the only person you gave it, right? He'll go, yeah. Tell him, say, TJ wants to help you out. He said he'll sell you the clone back for $1,000.
Not for $1,000. Make it sound better, like
I'm gonna
999.
say you
All
man,
right.
999.
you just
All
cut
right.
his head off with that price.
900
Yeah.
bucks.
Yeah, that
900
sounds,
bucks.
yeah, that sounds more reasonable.
In this situation, I think you need to man up and just send him a cut of it back to him. That way he's got it and you got it. You ain't losing nothing, and he's gaining his original back. I mean,
Bro,
it's a
I got to
simple.
at least have 250 is my last offer. If I
You're
can't
gonna
get
sell the
250,
breeder his own
fuck
strain
him.
back. You sound like a Pilgor now. Do you understand who you sound like? You sound like the Sog Belt champion, okay?
Hey, the man that holds the
Who's this?
cards controls the table.
Damn,
You know, I'm
motherfucker.
trying to help
He's a
him, dude. I was
motherfucker, man.
I
He's a
was wanting
motherfucker.
3 times that for it, and I came down.
If that was my strain, I'd tell you to choke on that bitch then.
You know what? I just thought about it. Now I'm gonna do my intro. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna do my intro of Duckfoot. And it's gonna. And when I do my live, you'll see duck feet running around, and then a sign's gonna pop up that says, "I have the best weed in the world." Oh boy, he's gonna get mad at me.
Man, you are feeling better, ain't you, TJ?
Yeah, I sure am. Apparently.
Man, good to have you back, TJ.
Yeah, appreciate it. I appreciate it. I took notes today. Yeah, I guess that means the only person that has the original duck foot now is TJ. Oh, wee! I rule the world, baby. It's mine. Next time he says, I grow the best weed in the world, I'm going to say, shut up.
You know, Pilgor donkey dick Frank around about his seeds too, just like you did.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what you're talking about. I was
Man,
trying to
that's
do
a
him a
true
favor.
donkey dick move. Okay, that's a true donkey
Hey,
dick move.
hey,
I hope
listen,
you
I
give him a
asked
reach around.
900.
I hope
I
you give
asked
him a reach
900.
around on it.
I said 900 and I dropped it to 250. Now you can't, that's a good deal. And I'll even throw in a fire extinguisher. I got one in my boat. I don't use it anymore. Dude, I don't know why he just didn't kill the power on the fucking temp pole and put the fucking fire out. Of course, it
Listen,
might
you
have.
know what? If Frank's neighbors would have been up when that fire was going, he wouldn't have had enough water pressure with his hose to put that fire out. Now,
Yeah.
thank God his neighbors were sleeping all the way through this and he had good water pressure, okay? He was able to get his own fire out, and then the fire department showed up. He didn't call the fire department. I don't know who called the fire department, but he did have good water pressure enough to put it out. So that tells me it wasn't electrical. Because if he'd have been spraying water on electric,
Well, he
I
probably
would have
killed
shot
the
him.
pole. Those have a kill switch on them. You can kill it right there on the temp pole. I mean, it's at hand's reach too. Choom.
His meter was right there on a meter box, just like the
Yeah.
rest. And there's a
Yep.
throw switch right there. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how them trailers are rigged. Well, that sucks. Well, at least the whole thing didn't burn down. They were making it sound this morning like the whole fucking thing went to the frame. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that I know what they were making it sound like, but Frank showed us, and it wasn't. I mean,
Yeah.
listen, Frank came on the show this morning, told us it wasn't 30 minutes. They had that baby clipped,
Hmm.
talking shit.
Hmm. Hope his plant count was right. That's
No, it wasn't, but he didn't get in trouble.
good.
Listen, what people don't understand when it comes to plant count, what it means is flowering plant count.
Hmm.
Veg does mean nothing in so many situations of growing.
Right, but you can't have 80 plants in it, you know.
Why
He
not?
had, he probably had,
He didn't
because
have
what
none of
he
them
had
were
in,
in flower. He only had three in
oh,
flower.
he
He was
already,
legal
yeah, but
beagle.
see, it's
Legal
different in
beagle.
our, it's not like that in our state, bro. No, you don't get that in our state. You get, 6 veg, uh, 6 flower, 6 seed, or 6 clone per adult. Then you can double it to 12, 12, and 12. But I can't go, okay, well, I can eliminate the other veg and clone, so now I get 36 flower. No, you still only get 12 flower. So you guys got a little easier up there than we do on that. You got to pay for an extended flower count. But all they do is write you a ticket.
250. It's like Diesel Junkie said, fuck, it doesn't matter. The fine doesn't go up. It doesn't change. They ain't never going to be able to stop you. And they can fine you 100 times, $250.
Yeah.
It ain't going to stop me from growing what I got to grow.
Damn, all of his shit died. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Mm-mm-mm. He better hope that smoke didn't get up in that house, which it apparently did if the plants died. Hmm. I wonder if that fire was right underneath his grow room.
Well, listen, the church is going to find out that he didn't have insurance because he couldn't afford it and blah, blah, blah. And he said tonight that there was people that stepped forward and he appreciates everybody that did step forward. And things are looking better. I don't know what's going on, but I believe people are stepping forward and going to make sure he gets a home.
Oh,
You know what
that's
I'm
good.
saying?
That's
I don't
great.
know, but that's just the word scrabble. That's how I took it.
Well,
Okay,
dude, maybe they'll donate enough to get him a whole new home,
you
a
know what I'm
whole
saying?
different trailer.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
they're reasonable up there. He ain't going nowhere. That's where he lives. So, and you know how it works when it comes to donating on the ground on there. You know what I'm saying? Where he's at.
Well, this could take a little bit because they'll have to get rid of that trailer if they bring a new one in for him, and they won't tow that. They'll demo it. That takes about 6 days. Then they'll clean the pad and maybe bring him a new one in if the donations are good. That'd be great. He could be maybe back in it in 2 to 4 weeks.
I think Frank's been in that slot 30 or 20 years, ain't he? I mean, 20 years
Uh,
in that slot, ain't he?
I don't know. I don't know how long he's been there.
He's been there a long time.
I thought he told me that. Remember that stimulus we got a long time ago? Some
Long
people
time
got
ago.
like 10 grand. I
Yep.
got like 10 grand, dude.
Yep. Same here.
Uh, I think he said when he got that he bought the trailer. So it's been a while.
He's been there a long time. He owns that end of that block. He's the last guy on that block. You know that. He's up against that swamp. You look in his backyard, and there's another pile of trailers on the other side of the trees, on the other side of the swamp. Okay.
Yeah, he's in a good spot for being in a park.
I mean, he can plant outside, never water. He's on water table. Okay. Just like I was at
Yeah.
the river. The
Yeah.
plants get all the water they need. There's nothing you need to do to them. You know what I'm saying? They grow because they're on water table.
I bet his poor old lady was shitting her pants. Mm-mm. Well, that's good news, man, that the community's stepping up like that. That's great.
What Keith do? Get too high and pass the fuck out?
No, I'm here.
What
I'm
is,
just
what is your
talking my.
thoughts on boron?
I don't know. I was talking to my son. I didn't hear what you guys are talking about. I know you mentioned it earlier. I don't know anything about it. We could talk to AI.
Ooh.
Yeah, I couldn't believe he lost every plant, though, man. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, smoke got up in there. That's why I'm wondering if the fire was right underneath the grow room.
Yep.
Damn.
Well,
I
the
guess
end
I'm
of
gonna
the
have to
trailer,
break
the end of
down
the
and
trailer. Understand this: the end of the trailer, the skirting on the end of the trailer was pulled out, and the grow room was on the end of the trailer. So
yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, 'cause on them trailers, usually on the front end is a bedroom and the back end is a bedroom. Then you got a bedroom in the middle if it's a 3. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Yeah, I got a buddy down the street that takes care of a big trailer park, and when they demo them, he saves all the siding, the metal siding sheets, all kinds of shit, dude. Everything that's in that trailer is in a barn about the size of 4 or 5 houses. Everything. Mm-mm-mm. Just got up to F5 or F7 and lost all that work. Man, that would suck. Golly. Which is why I keep moms over at both of my daughters. All the moms I have in my house, if you go to my daughter's house, the same moms are there. And you go down the street to my other daughter's house, and the same moms are there. I have every one of my moms in 3 places.
Keep your seeds in a safe, fireproof safe.
No, that's one thing I don't do right, probably. I keep them in the fridge. But, yeah, that I would lose that if my shit caught on fire. But I'd
I
be
read
able
of too
to.
many people losing their genetics from fires.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way, you know, like you were saying with the duck foot, the only way for them to get their genetics back is hopefully somebody that either bought or they gave away them to send some back.
That's what happened to Subcool.
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah.
Yep. He lost his whole fucking thing, dude.
He lost everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just
He had to.
like Frank. Just like Frank lost everything. I mean, when it happens, you lose everything.
Mm-hmm.
And Frank said tonight he lost the freak. He said the one I got is the closest thing to what he's got going. So I got a couple packs. I think I'm going to send a couple of his packs back to him, okay? Because I think he lost his packs too, okay? I can send him a pack of his seeds back to him because I got a few packs of them.
Well, I guess it's
Send
time
me
to
my
start
pack.
all over. That's
Well,
what
that's
he's
what
going
he's
to have
saying
to
too.
do.
It's a new start for him in a new direction. And he was saying that also now.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get him away from Duckfoot and Freak Show, dude. I'm going to really twist on his mind a little bit. Go down a different road this time. You jinxed yourself. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're all right plants, but dude, there is a lot of exotic shit out there that a guy with his intelligence could work with.
Well, but see what scares Frank, and just like there's others out there that it makes them slow down and watch where they get their stuff because of genetic markers that guys are putting in their stuff that they're not telling you about. At least Copycat told you he was doing it.
Yeah.
So Frank won't even do Copycat for breeding. But what I'm
I
saying,
wouldn't even worry about that, man. They stick their genetic markers in their ass. I'm breeding their shit too. They don't like it. Sue me. You sold it to me. Once you sold it to me, it's my shit.
yep.
Whether you like it or not.
Wow, I got
Can't patent a plant.
I got a Freak Show mute, and I got a Freak Show ducks. Yeah, Freak Show ducks. That's what I got of Frank. I got 2 unopened packs.
You know, with AI, I might have done this before, maybe even with Frank. I forget. I was trying to explain to him that if you look at all the strains out there as if they were like a galaxy with stars, you'd find spots that have no stars, blank spots.
Mm-hmm.
But when they look farther, there were spots farther out.
Yeah, but you see what he's saying, though.
What I'm saying is a lot of the strains that we have now, if you go back in the genealogy of it, they came from certain strains. Let's say 15 strains: Acapulco Gold, the land races, Mexican Oaxaca, the fucking this Kush, Northern Lights, you know, all those skunk, obviously. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. There's like a base that a lot of them came from, and they're just being crosses of crosses of crosses. Well, think about like a like all the breeders, they steered the genetics into one direction.
I don't know,
There
man.
might be a strain out there that wasn't used as much, let's say. It's
Here's
there,
one
but maybe
Frank's that I got. I'll show
there's
you.
more crosses with skunks and northern lights than, let's say, this one strain. Anyways, you can take it into a totally different direction and fill a spot in this galaxy of strains that right now there's nothing there. And it's because it was kind of like outbred, I guess you can say. It was bred out.
Hmm.
Basically, you go back in time, you take the same strains and you create something different, a complete line than the Kushes and fucking all that, the Hazes and all that. And to me, that's a cool project to work on. I wonder, we've talked about him. At first, I think he didn't understand what I was saying, and then he looked in his galaxy thing, the Phylos galaxy, and he found it there too. He's like, dude, look, there's a blank space.
Hmm.
It's
There's three of them I can send back to Frank. There's 3 packs of Frank's seeds that can go back to Frank, so he's got his lineage back.
Oh, it's gonna take a while before he can even grow, bro. He's getting ready
Just
to go
saying,
through a
once
hell
he's
of a
got him in his
process.
hands, he'll be good. He'll know he's got it. What
Yeah, but
is
that's like having you know what I mean? He's that's not gonna work. He ain't gonna find the pheno that he had. That's the
He says
problem.
he's got a bag of seeds he's going to be digging out of. He's got 100,000 seeds, a bag of 100,000 seeds. He can go to looking, I guess. I'll grow 100 at a time, he said.
Well, that'll work. But he's still gonna be pheno hunting children of his moms. He ain't gonna have his mom.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I've got of his latest work. I've got 2 of the original freak shows. One's got a duck. It's wrote duck on it, freak show duck. The other one just says freak show. So, but they both got mutant stickers. But they're his. What he just sent me of his last run. So that's how close he can get to what he was doing. Because what he was
Yeah,
growing now would come off of this stuff right here.
he needs to go a different way, dude. He has spent too much fucking time on Duckfoot and Freak Show.
Listen, he's like an Einstein. You think you're going to change Einstein from his direction that he's
Dude,
going? You're never going to do it.
he's like super glue. He's stuck.
Mm-hmm.
He's on a mission.
He
Yeah.
needs to put that ship on the shelf and start looking for exotic weed. I mean, weed that you're scared to smoke. That's what I do. And that's what he
Oh,
needs to get into breeding.
like the Gorilla Z that I showed Keith tonight that I got coming.
I'm talking exotic dank. I'm talking there. I've said this before, Keith. We just had a discussion. There's a different level. Most growers have not smoked it. If you tell them, they get offended because they don't believe that you smoke something they haven't. But let me tell you, there is a different level. You only find one out of like 500 to 1,000 plants, but it's the one that ruins your day, destroys your life, and kicks your nuts all the way up to your chin, and then you have a panic attack and hit the ground and start sweating. That's the level I'm talking about. It's out there, bro. It's just you got to find it. I've only had 3 of them in 43 years of growing. 3. And they're out there. That's what your LA breeders and Cali breeders look for and grab to do their breeding. Too, when they're breeding, they're not breeding stock like we get. It's extremely better than what we get. It's the Hall of Famers. That's the level he needs to start searching for and then create a breeding catalog based off of it. You smoke that weed, forget you're married, and get your neighbor pregnant. That's a keeper. You understand what I'm laying down?
Oh yeah.
It's not my fault. It was the weed's fault.
Oh, Dusty in the works.
I'm telling you, they're out there. I've only had 3. Maybe 4. You have mids, extreme fire, and then there's a Hall of Fame level after that. Actually, what's funny is Keith made a point a little bit ago. Why don't people go back to the beginning of page 1 and go left instead of right?
Yes.
Three out of the 4 Hall of Famers I'm talking about were left instead of right. If you were told what the name of the mothers were, you'd go, "What is that, bro? I ain't never heard of that strain." Yep. That's why pheno hunts are so important. It's the most important thing you can do if you're looking. Hunt, pheno hunt, 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 hunt.
See, in this case, let's say we did go back and we found out Northern Lights was never crossed with Blueberry. I'm just pretending. That's a simple one. I doubt that anything like that exists. It's more than that, but just for simple sake,
Why?
when we make that first cross and we get those seeds, if we plant those and we started hunting what's in this hybrid cross we just made, we wouldn't we'd find, I don't know what the odds are. It's all about, there's like odds involved. But it wasn't until the F2 generation where you are like a kid in a candy store. Because every fucking plant, one's cherry, one's blueberry. It's totally unstable, right? It's just, that's the F2. And there's all sorts of genetic shit going on, man, to where that's where you go hunting for something new, you know? As opposed to like F1, you're hunting for that, what you like or what you were sold, you know, what it's supposed to be, that phenome. In this case, you're selecting for your breeding project because it's something new. You might want to stabilize it. You might want to do the reverse thing, but F2 is where it's at, man. The more the merrier. You could have, I don't know.
Jimmy John said the other day on his show he was taking Northern Lights and Cav's Blueberry and was going to make, a strain.
Well,
They were just talking that the other day about Northern Lights.
I laid a blonde, then I laid a blonde, then I waited and laid a blonde, and at the end of the day, you're still just fucking laying a blonde.
Listen, there's a lot of guys out there laying blinds, okay?
Exactly, that's my point. That's my point exactly. There's a lot of guys out there laying that same blonde. Keeps talking about laying a blonde sister that nobody met yet.
Yep, or her ugly cousin.
And I know guys doing that right now that own big companies. What they did was, instead of starting out through Mr. Skunkman and Neville and all them,
right?
They went to Africa, Pakistan, Iran, and they grabbed their own black Iranian landrays, and they went their own way with them. And I can get seeds off of them anytime, and they got like, I would say 400 fucking varieties that went a different direction off of Iranian, African, you name it over there. Shit you've never even heard of. And that's what they grow. One of them, I had to look at him. How could I look that up while I'm on here? I'll write it down and tell you guys tomorrow the name of him. You can order straight from him. He's actually in Humboldt, California, but he went his own direction with all them kind of land races instead of the hazes and the skunks and the NLs.
I mean, you see the greenhouse guys or whatever they're called. They still do it. They just went to some other place, and
Mm-hmm.
I was looking into it. My friend Redfield's, he's like a encyclopedia when it comes to this stuff. But I asked AI, where are there some land races or old ass wild weed land races or strains that just are like untouched? And it gave us 2 countries. And I looked into one of them, right? And we got to the point where we were even like talking about taking a trip out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's illegal over there, so it's kind of like it's weird. They have acres and acres of weed growing, but it's illegal. But they leave it alone, and it grows on the side of the street, and they leave it alone. But it's illegal to take it down and smoke it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, the other country we didn't dive into was the one where greenhouse seeds wound up going to, Kyrgyzstan or whatever it was,
Yep.
one of the stands.
Mm-hmm.
So there are still places, that we don't know about that even exist, where there could be certain strains here that have been grown for many years,
Yeah, but see,
untouched by the other ones.
I don't like how they did it. Here's how I would do it. You seen how Greenhouse does it? No.
Mhm.
Dude. I am not going after seeds. I can pheno hunt seeds. I can get seeds all around the world, thousands and millions of them. If I went over there to do that, I would stay there long enough to dry and cure the plants,
Mhm.
test them, and I would have clones. I would clone the mother.
Yeah.
Then I would put it in a clone tray and stack it right on my jet and hop on and say, bye, y'all. And
Yeah.
I'm bringing the exact parent home. That's how I would do it.
If you're
'Cause,
able to get away with it, like I said, some
yeah,
countries it's super like illegal, like the
mhm,
ramifications, the consequences are really bad. But I know what you mean. That sounds super smart, dude. I don't know why they've never
mhm,
done that. They could have done that
mhm.
many times, all the places they've gone to, without a problem.
Yep. Now you have the same genetic marker, not a
Yeah.
child of it.
Hmm.
I never
You're
understood that
right.
because a lot of them
You're right.
countries, it's legal that they're going to.
Yeah.
And there's
Right.
no, all you got
Shipping.
to do is time it. All you got to do is time it right, know when veggie, flower, and harvest is. And you show up and boom, you walk out with 250 clones of 250 winners. And nobody does that. Nobody does that. I'm going after the clone. Fuck your seeds. I want to clone off of that one that won. I was just watching a thing today, man, when I was laying in bed about Egyptian tombs. Came on. I'm just kind of dozing in and out. They talk about they dug up this tomb. You know that guy in Israel that handles all the pyramids. Um,
Egypt. Yeah, in Egypt,
yeah,
the
yeah,
one, yeah, the ones who,
Egypt, right?
yeah,
He,
Ahmed.
yeah, they had dug one up,
Yeah.
and it was like some super fucking old fucking one. And they open it up, and there's a satchel of cannabis seeds in it.
Hmm.
I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
ain't that a bitch, dude? I'm talking so
Queen
long ago that,
Nefertiti or whatever her name
you know,
was.
yeah. But yeah,
Yeah, she
man, it
had
must
the
have
duck.
been important.
It was
Dude,
duck.
It's gotta, oh, duck foot my ass. It's gotta be so important to them to do that in a burial. But one of the things at a burial to a king, they put cannabis seeds in there. It kind of tells you something.
They've learned about cannabis seeds. When you eat a teaspoonful a day, the metabolic structure of your body, your body works perfect with it. You know,
It's a
NMN and
super.
all that.
It's
Yes,
a superfood. It's considered a
yes, it
superfood.
is.
There's not many superfoods, but seeds are one of them, especially the sprouts. They're even more nutritious than the seed. So if you want to like get the whole shebang, just eat sprouts, cannabis. Nobody does that. I don't know why. I'm not even doing it. Well, I don't have seeds, but you know what I mean. You got to get the right seeds. You don't want like what we grow. You want hemp farming type of seeds that people grow for food. Like, yeah,
It looks like I grow the best weed in the world.
yeah.
I grow the
Just you
best weed.
now.
Now that Frank is gone, I grow the best weed in the world. I'm growing his genetics. You're not.
You ain't got the original. End
What
of
does Papa
story.
have? Papa doesn't have the original duck foot.
No, everybody has crosses except me.
Mm,
I'm the only one he took an actually 6 clones and
Papa's
mailed them
got
to me.
Papa's got a special plant.
Y'all got children. I got mommy, mommy, mommy. I sit here with a bonnet on and I just rock your guys' plants.
You know,
Yeah,
Phil's gonna clip that and
yeah, I
put a
know. That's
bonnet
all
on
right.
you, right? And a
Yeah,
beanie.
hey. I hope he does. Yep, just put a heading under it. Says TJ grows the best weed in the world.
Hey,
That's all I ask. Yeah. Hey, that's all right though, man. You can trust them genetics with me. Maybe we can all have a party sometime and invite him, and I'll show up with some original duck foot. Now watch, because I have the only mother, and he lost everything. He'll now tell me my duck foot sucks. It sucks, man. It sucks. It's all right though.
well, to be honest, since you're saying it, you know, comparing my duck foot to your duck foot, my duck foot's the best, and yours sucks.
I hear you, buddy. Yep. Maybe I should send him some clones so he can grow the best weed in the world. I'd hook him up with some clones. I'd force him to go a different direction. Telling you, dude. He needs to widen his portfolio. He has enough knowledge to be a good breeder. He needs to widen that portfolio. I just don't want only 2 choices. I want some lemons and some cherries and some chocolates and some skunks, and you know what I mean? Well, the good thing is, man, nobody got hurt. No animals were lost. No people were hurt.
Thank God.
Yep, that's the good thing. Everything else can be replaced.
Yep.
Right.
I mean, he
Other
had the chinchillas outside this morning. They were in fresh air, so.
Yeah, they were probably tripping out. What the fuck? Where are we at? Look what you did to our house, son of a bitch. I want my chinchilla mansion back. That one chinchilla's only got 3 legs. He couldn't escape if he wanted to. Damn, and he's got dogs and cats. Dude, he was probably running around like a chicken with his head off trying to get animals out of the house. Hell, that ought to get him a trailer right there. Just put a news article up that says, man risks life to save animals and went ahead and let trailer burn. Dude, he'll have a 2026 model delivered by the puppy palace that lives down the street. This guy's a hero. He saved 3 dogs, 4 cats, and 2 chinchillas. One only had 3 legs. They'll hook his ass right up.
My bad. I'm over here reading this long ass article talking with AI. It already has some of the better crosses to start with to create a new base,
Mm-hmm.
and what to steer away from that already exists. Um, it's number one cross. This is my top alternative timeline cross. Tie times Colombian gold,
Ah.
but don't go through the haze part, right? The
Mm-hmm.
goal the goal here would be to rebuild that axis from raw material, but select away from the classic haze profile. So somebody, when they started these crosses, they were going a certain direct. Oh, I already explained it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna move away from the modern shit. You're not looking for cookies or this or that, or you're looking for something totally different.
So,
And then
what that tells me is you want South Asian sativas and Malawi gold genetics.
no, that's the number two. It says this is the most interesting blank galaxy route. Like, what I think I mentioned that earlier, the blank galaxy. This one is Malawi or
Mm-hmm.
Congo or Angola times Mexican and Oaxaca. So
Yeah,
you said Malawi. That's basically that's Africa times
yeah,
Mexico.
yeah. I just pronounced it wrong. I said Malawi. I didn't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, that and South Asian sativas, which would include Thai stick genetics. There's actually a documentary on them going after that gold. I don't remember if it's Greenhouse or if it's Humboldt, but one of them did a documentary chasing that Malawi or however you say that gold down. South Asian sativas are easy to obtain, but getting that gold
Um,
strain was real hard, I heard.
yeah, some of these might be hard to get to. Like I'm not sure. This third one, this is the one that's most non-Kush. Is Lebanese or Moroccan hash plant times Thai.
Mm-hmm.
I've never even had those. That sounds exotic.
Yep. Yep.
The fourth one is Pakistani Chitral Kush times Colombian or Punto Rojo.
Yeah, see
Punto?
the Burmese Kush Frank tells you I have that's too strong to smoke and he
Blues
won't
Brother?
smoke it no more. That is genetics of Lebanese. And that
What
strain
is?
makes
I'm
no
sorry.
sense. The Burmese Kush I have that I said Frank tells everybody he won't smoke it again, it's too strong. That
Mhm.
is a strain that derived from Lebanese genetics.
And then look at this one. Number 5 is actually what our friend has been working on. It's feral hemp or old fiber hemp, aka duckfoot, times an elite old drug line. So, like,
Mhm.
basically, what he was doing with anything from the past we've been mentioning, like Colombia and Punto Rojo, the land races, the African ones, Lebanese, all those Burmese. So he's actually that guy surprises me a lot. He's really smart.
Yeah, he's a smart ass, all right. So I said,
He
dude, he's got the brains. He needs to broaden that breeding catalog, dude. If he broadened his breeding catalog, he would make money, dude. I guarantee you he would. But you can't stay locked into one or two genetics. People like to jump all over the map, but if you offer the whole map, they don't leave. You know,
um yeah, the he did say he was sick of growing the same shit like a couple weeks ago,
did he?
ironically. Yeah.
Good. I've been pushing him to go left and right and left and right. I said, dude, man, why, you got to move forward. You've been playing with them for so long, dude. He's looked at the sister, the aunts, the nephew's cousin, the uncle that thought it was the aunt when really the uncle wasn't, and all of them.
Yeah. And
You know,
he went after out of all those projects there I listed. That one's the most difficult, hardest one. And imagine like after you go through that, how much
Well, looky right
easier
there.
the
Looky,
regular
looky,
shit
looky.
is. Yeah. What up, Papa? Hell yeah.
got everything planted. Looking happy too.
That's a beautiful view right there.
I love square pots.
I was just thinking my system doesn't work with square pots, but I just figured out how to do it. It just came to me.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Papa, looking beautiful, man.
Thank you.
Fuck yeah, it looked great.
That was really good color right there now.
Yeah, it was. It was that perfect green. Not too dark, not too limey.
If it looks good enough to eat, like that almost looked like a salad to me.
Hmm.
It's good. It's done well. If it looks good enough to
It
eat.
was the color, man. I'm telling you, it was the color.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Happy plant. It's perfect color. Well, I'm getting ready to find out tomorrow if my plants can handle high power on the lights. I started off at about 500 in veg, pre-flower, and the first 30 days of flower I went to 750, and now tomorrow I'm going to 1150. But these are very intense lights, so
Pete
we're
said
going to
he just
find out.
lost his headset. It's charging now.
Oh, that's a bunch of crap.
I think he's playing us with this headset.
He is, dude. That's an excuse. That dude does not let his headset go dead.
No. He is not one for poor preparation.
Yeah,
Mhm.
buying that. I lost my headset. Shit. My condom had a hole in it. Whatever, bro. And it makes no sense because usually the headphones I had that you had to charge, you could just plug the cord in it and they would still work while they charged.
It's a simpleton plug and play, but he wants to play us for the moron.
hmm Yeah, maybe I look that up on Chat GPT and make sure he can do that. His secretary will handle it.
Yeah, let me know what it says.
Beepy. Secretary's name is Beepy.
He was saying he had multi surgeries down there to get big for the Fifi tonight. Yeah, I think he was bragging on his surgeries.
He better get a surgery. Everybody knows Gypsy's got small peckers.
Listen,
That's
I told
known
him
fact, dude.
you got to go through the surgeries to get the pump up put in, okay?
Yeah,
So you can
that's what
pump
I'm
it up.
saying. You better pump something. I've heard stories about them gypsies. I already know. That's why whenever you seen a gypsy on a wagon, she had 12 kids and her old man was out front whittling, right? And all the kids, like half of them were white because of that small pecker syndrome. Them hot female gypsy mamas would climb over the fence at night, and well, you know the rest of the story. So he's probably got white in him too,
Well,
somewhere
840 was
down the
saying one
line.
day that he's seen this many a times in the past, and this always happens when his younger wife comes in and gets his attention. He
Younger
plays
wife.
off
He
like
married
this.
a younger one.
He got a younger mom. He traded up, is what he said.
Oh,
Got a
you
younger one.
dirty fucking dog, you. You're a no good motherfucker. I know what you did. You're dirty. Oh, he's smiling right now,
And he's
laughing
got a
too. I
pump
know
up
he is.
now. He's got a pump up now, okay, with a younger model.
Oh,
And
that
he plays us
dog.
with a headphone, okay? He plays a headphone
Dog.
trick with us.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, she's young by 3 weeks.
I
Hey,
didn't want to
that's
say
younger.
specifics.
That's younger. It don't matter. Damn
That
cradle
is
robber.
younger.
Freaking cradle robber. Mine's older than me by 5 months. Yeah, 5 months. Yeah. Damn cradle robbers.
I just couldn't believe he couldn't find a cougar.
Mm-hmm. A fancy cute cougar. Yeah. Gotta be careful of them cougars though, man. Damn, they met at 13. Holy shit. Yeah, that is young. Holy cow. Wow. That's kind of amazing, dude. Not too many relationships that happened in high school and junior high last. Not 13. 13 is junior high. That's fucking like 8th grade. Yeah.
You know she keeps him on an ankle bracelet, right?
I don't blame her. She should put a shock collar on his ass.
There's been word that she's used it on him. He woke up with it on and it was padlocked on and he had to wear it for the day. And every time he did not do as he was told, or you know what I'm saying, she zapped his ass.
Keep, I'm sick of you playing on the fact you're a gypsy, bro. Now let me give you some reality. You live in the United States in a beautiful house. All right. You drive a nice car. Okay. You go to the fucking grocery store, bro. You buy weed at a dispo. There ain't no fucking gypsy that does that. Gypsies have a wagon, 24 kids.
Werewolves do, though. Werewolves do, and I believe that's why she broke out the shock collar on him.
Yeah. I ain't never seen no gypsy do what he's doing. They hold us down, bro. Okay. I'll buy that. I'll accept that since it's you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hear you. Living in a pretty rich neighborhood to be, uh-huh. Gypsies were simple people. You're living in a very expensive part of town, bro. What, is a new breed of gypsies out there? Now we got loaded gypsies living in, you probably belong to the yacht club. You just ain't bragging about
I
it.
thought he had 5 acres with that lot. And his nearest neighbor was 5 acres away. I mean, he's not cramped at all. He's on the edges of the good part of town.
Mhm.
I mean, he's in the wilderness part.
Yeah, your yard is small as fuck because your house is so damn big. That don't make no sense. Well, I got a small yard, but my house is the size of 6 houses. See? That's what I'm saying. You even got an apartment built on. I don't want to hear that shit. I ain't got no damn apartment built on my house. That would be a good idea, though. Get in trouble and the wife throws you out, so you just go next door and go into your apartment. Yeah.
Do you actually think with the ankle bracelet, she lets him do that? Or the shot collar?
Yeah, it's funny shit. Got a gypsy living in an expensive neighborhood with a big house, driving a new car, and I ain't buying that no more, gypsy. Now that's gypsy move right there. It's also a Mexican move. Spanish people or Mexican people do it a lot. Well, actually, Oriental people I've seen do that a lot. The families stay together and pull all their money together as one unit. Dude, actually, that's pretty fucking smart. Because you're always going to make it. So I don't knock that. That's smart thinking right there. All right, guys. Nice talking to you. I've been sick all day. I definitely need to go to bed. So
I hope you feel better.
appreciate it, Papa. I'm feeling a lot better, brother. I will see everybody tomorrow. Papa, Keith, Seymour, everybody. Peace.
Peace, brother. Have a good evening.
All right, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think I'm going to call it a night too, Papa. Thanks for letting me up. Peace, everybody. Hope everybody has a great high times tonight. Peace,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
Keith?
Let's keep going. Hell yeah. Time to go. Good night, everybody. Keep it.